RJ here, hanging out outside at the Young Hollywood studio with the beautiful Jenna Dewan. Now, you know her as a dancer with a bunch of people in sync, Diddy. So we got to talk about this campaign now. It's pretty sexy what's going on here.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I have always been a huge animal activist, and I wanted to do a PETA campaign for so long, and they brought me a really, really great concept, and it's the first of this new campaign of exotic animals, and I was on board immediately.
Now, how did the concept for it, though, come about? Because there are a lot of different things you could have done. How did you come up with a visual for it, and how did they come up with it?
Well, it was PETA's idea, and you know, all their ads are very racy and very, you know, shocking in their own way. They came up with the whole naked body painting, and I was on board. I was like, I'm going to do this. I mean, I'm a dancer, so I've never really been that modest. Sorry, Mom.
Take us through the day of doing it. I mean, I heard 5 hours you had to actually stand up and you couldn't even sit down.
Yeah. I mean, the first, you know, you're so excited to be there and be doing it, so the first hour you're like, oh, this is fine. And then by like the third, and you're still standing, because you couldn't sit, because if you sit, then all the paint gets like wiped off before it dries. So I was naked, standing up for 6 hours being painted, and it was an adventure. It was an experience.
How many people are there watching you do this?
Not a lot, actually.
Okay,
I think our little room was kind of cornered off. I had, you know, my publicist, hair, makeup, and that was kind of it.
What does your significant other think when they're like, okay, you're going to be in a room, you're going to be naked, all these people are going to be staring at you? How do you break that to them?
Well, I think Chan knows how much this means to me, and how much I've always really wanted to do this sort of a campaign, and how much I love animals. I've been like this since I was like 9 years old. I was constantly trying to take every animal I saw that was hurting, trying to help them. I wanted to save like 400 dogs when I was a kid. Right. I would cry over roadkill. It was always something. I declared I was vegetarian at age 9. So
wow, that's pretty early to make a decision like that. Nice. And the cool thing is you're not just tying it in with what you're eating, but also your fashion, what you're doing, like the bracelet you got going on over here.
Yes.
So explain, what do we have?
So
Energy Muse.
Yes, it's a power bracelet. So Energy Muse is a jewelry line that I've loved for years, and we've started thinking all their jewelry. What's great about their jewelry is that they each have an intention and a meaning behind each piece.
So this one is power, but there are others that are like different things. So
I was
what made you pick power today? Of all the ones you could have worn,
well,
power?
I think that the exotic animals, the lizards, the snakes, the alligators, they all sort of invoke this sort of powerful feeling. I mean, most people are really scared of them.
Speaking of power, you're liking a pretty powerful sport lately. We were talking earlier about UFC. Would you ever guess someone that looks like this is into UFC?
And like first row, where blood could be spurted on me at any moment. I know. I mean, I was not into this. I didn't really understand it, and I didn't understand how much of a sport it is. Your first fight you go to, it's just a lot. It's like very like barbarian, you know what I mean? It's like totally like, it's just like such a strange feeling, but by like the third fight, I'm like on my feet, I'm screaming, because now especially with Kung Lee, he's taught me a lot, and Chan's taught me a lot about the different, you know, like the sport that it is. It's not just let's just go beat each other up. It's like a chess game. It's like a legitimate mind game. So
wow. Let's talk a little bit about the dancing and the acting, because that's what everybody knows you from. We'll start with the dancing, because that's where you started. You were working with everybody.
Yes.
Who's the best dancer? Because you really worked with a lot of people.
Janet Jackson. Yeah. I mean, Justin Timberlake's, I mean, obviously really good too, but Janet, I mean, she's the best. I mean, when I was 15, I was learning her dance moves off my TV. I was like obsessed with her. I wanted to dance with. That's like every dancer's like kind of goal, epitome, is to dance with Janet.
All right, lastly, let's talk about acting, because that's now what you've made the transformation into. A lot of cool TV shows, lots of cool films. What haven't you done yet that you really want to do?
Oh, so much. I have so much. I mean,
and Channing together? I mean,
we definitely we would like to do something. We just filmed a short for a good friend of ours that's, you know, a movie about a 10-year reunion, so we actually just worked together a little bit. And but yeah, there's lots of things. I mean, I want to be doing this for years. So yeah, a musical, I want to do an action movie. I would even like to do a TV show. I've got lots of things percolating that I'm excited to do.
I like that. Lots of things percolating. It sounds very mysterious. We'll have to watch them percolate.
Yes.
Well, there you go, Jenna Dewan. And if you've not seen this campaign, you got to go to Google or YouTube or something and just type her in PETA and you will find it.